Welcome to Fear of Dark Stories, where shadows whisper and nightmares come alive. In the remote wilderness of the United States lies a forest few dare to enter, Blackwood Forest. Its trees stand unnaturally tall, their branches knitting together so thickly that daylight barely reaches the ground. Locals say the forest has a hunger of its own, swallowing those foolish enough to stay past sundown. For most, that was enough to keep away. But not for four college friends, Ryan, Ethan, Chloe, and Mia. They were restless souls, bonded by thrill-seeking. Haunted houses, abandoned factories, midnight road trips. They had done it all. So when Ryan read online about the chilling tales of Blackwood Forest, he immediately suggested they camp there overnight. It'll be the ultimate adventure, he said, eyes gleaming. Ethan laughed. A night in the woods? Big deal. Ghost stories are just for kids. Chloe was excited, though Mia frowned. She was always the cautious one, and the way locals at the gas station whispered about the forest only deepened her unease. An old man had grabbed her wrist and whispered, "If you value your soul, don't let the dark take you in there." But she followed anyway, pulled along by her friend's excitement. At dusk, they entered the forest. Leaves crunched beneath their boots, and a damp chill clung to the air. The deeper they walked, the quieter the world became, as though the forest itself was holding its breath. By the time the sun dipped below the horizon, their campfire was already burning. Flames crackled, throwing dancing shadows across the trees. They roasted marshmallows, laughed, and tried to ignore the strange stillness. But as night thickened, unease grew. It began with the noises. Soft rustles in the undergrowth. Snaps of twigs where no animal should be. At first, Ethan teased Mia. "Probably just raccoons," he said. But when a low, guttural growl echoed through the trees, even Ethan's smirk faded. "Did you hear that?" Chloe whispered, gripping her blanket. Ryan, trying to stay brave, tossed another log onto the fire. "Coyotes, maybe," but deep down, even he didn't believe it. As midnight approached, the forest grew unnaturally silent again. The air felt heavier, harder to breathe. Shadows stretched long, twisting in shapes that made no sense. And then came the smell, rotting flesh, thick and sour, as though death itself was moving closer. Mia shivered. Something's out there. The friends huddled near the fire, eyes darting into the darkness. That's when they saw it. At first, just two glowing eyes, pale and yellow, watching from between the trees. Then a figure stepped forward. It was tall, 7 feet at least. Its body stretched thin like a skeleton wrapped in torn, leathery skin. Its face was the worst part. No nose, no lips, just a hollow maw filled with jagged, uneven teeth. Its limbs bent wrong, moving with unnatural jerks. Chloe screamed. The creature let out a shriek that rattled their bones, a sound that didn't belong in this world. In a heartbeat, it lunged forward, moving faster than anything that size should move. Ryan grabbed a burning branch from the fire and swung it wildly, driving the creature back for a moment. The stench of burnt flesh filled the air as the torch brushed its arm. "Run!" Ryan yelled. They sprinted into the forest, the firelight vanishing behind them. Branches whipped their faces, roots grabbed at their feet. Behind them, the creature's inhuman cries grew closer. They didn't make it far before Ethan stumbled. His scream tore through the night as the creature dragged him into the shadows. The others heard bones snap, flesh tear, but they never saw him again. Chloe and Mia sobbed, but Ryan forced them onward. "We can't stop. We have to keep moving." They ran until their lungs burned, only to find themselves back at the same clearing, the fire still crackling. No, that's impossible," Mia gasped. "We ran straight. How are we back here?" Ryan's face went pale. The forest wasn't just hunting them, it was playing with them. The creature returned, circling the camp like a predator. Chloe clutched Ryan's arm, but in a flash of claws and teeth, she was gone, dragged screaming into the dark. Her screams cut off suddenly. Now only Ryan and Mia remained. The fire had nearly died. The forest pressed closer, suffocating in its silence. Mia sat trembling, rocking back and forth. "It won't let us leave," she whispered. "We're already dead. We just don't know it yet." Ryan refused to give in. He grabbed her hand. "We'll make it out, I swear." But when he woke at dawn's first light, Mia was gone. No blood, no tracks, nothing. As though the forest had swallowed her whole. Ryan was alone that he stumbled through the forest, broken and delirious. Every shadow seemed alive. Every gust of wind carried faint whispers in Ethan, Chloe, and Mia's voices. Hours later, he collapsed near the road. A passing truck driver found him, pale and trembling, his clothes torn and bloodied. When Ryan told the police what happened, they searched for days. They found no bodies, no signs of struggle, not even footprints. The sheriff finally told him, "Son, you're not the first to come out of Blackwood alone, and you won't be the last." Ryan never returned to that forest. But sometimes, late at night, when the world grows quiet, he swears he can still hear them, his friends, calling his name from the tree-line. And in his nightmares, he sees the creature waiting, hungry still,